I'm going to answer the question, is Navy Fed good for new businesses? I get asked a lot, because I do so many Navy Federal videos. I get asked a lot about, is Navy Fed a good credit union to also do my business banking with? And it just depends on where you at with your business if having an account with Navy Fed is a good idea starting out. Or could you be better off with whoever you already bank with? That could be a question as well. So either way, I'm going to answer all of those questions in today's video. Hi, and welcome back to Starr Credit. On this channel, I talk personal and business credit and everything else that's going to help us level up and get the bag. So thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time with me, I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you consider being a subscriber. Don't forget to hit the like button to push this video out to other people so they can see it, and also leave me a comment. So we're going to get right into today's video. Y'all saw my thumbnail. I'm going to answer the question, is Navy Fed good for new businesses? I get asked a lot, because I do so many Navy Federal videos. I get asked a lot about, is Navy Fed a good credit union to also do my business banking with? And it just depends on where you at with your business if having an account with Navy Fed is a good idea starting out. Or could you be better off with whoever you already bank with? That could be a question as well. So either way, I'm going to answer all of those questions in today's video. So in order to get started, let me go ahead and pull up Navy Fed's website so that way we're looking at the same information. So if you are on their website at navyfederal.org, you will want to go to their services tab and go to business solutions in order to get to their business offerings. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind whenever you are wanting to do any business with them, you already have to be a member on the personal side. So that means you at least have to have a personal savings account on the personal side of Navy Federal to be able to join as a business member. And as a business member, you would have to have a business savings and a business checking. So it's $5 for the savings, $250 minimum to open up whatever checking account that you want to open. So your total is $255. Okay. So I've already done a video about Navy Federal's checking account, and I walked through the steps that I went through to open up my account, and I will link that video for you all to be able to check it out. I also did a video on their business credit cards that I will also link. So I will not be going through those today. I will just glance at it really quick just so you can see, but we're not going to get into a full detail. So on the business checking account, you have the business checking right here. Just regular, no monthly service fee, 2 signers, new businesses. That's what it's best for, limited cash flow activity. All right, then you got a business plus checking account. First 50 non-electronic transaction included, monthly service fee of $8, unlimited signers, best for growing business, multiple owners, steady banking activity. Okay, then you got your business premium checking account, a monthly fee of $0 to $20, unlimited signers, best for mature businesses, large transaction volumes, higher deposit balances, and multiple owners. And then they have different tiers where you can earn different dividends on your account. All right. They also have a Go Biz debit card that comes with it. They got a business savings account. Of course, you're going to have to open that in order to be a business member. But they also have money market savings accounts with a minimum of 2,500 balance, a jumbo with a minimum of 100,000 balance to earn the jumbo rate, and then they have certificates with a minimum as low as $100. So that is a good thing on their account side. So let's back it on up. And let's look at the business credit card really quick. Like I said, I've already done a video on that. They only have one credit card with 2 different ways you can get it. You can either get this credit card as a Visa or as a MasterCard. So those are the only 2 ways to get this card. It's the same card, just 2 different network providers. So just depending on, and there is some people that have both cards. They do have both the Visa and the MasterCard. So you can actually get approved for both cards, depending on what your credit worthiness is. Sorry. All right. So the one thing I don't like about this credit card is that the rewards suck. They're probably not a real professional way to say it, but it does, because they're giving that same $1 spent on their in reward secured credit card. So they really could do better than that, really legit. Especially because a lot of the other business credit cards out there right now are giving you some really great rewards that, like, 0% APR for 12 months. you know American Express and Chase, I think Chase right now, Chase Inc. is like $900 bonus. If you spend like $6,000, you can get $900 just by doing that. So they really need to up their game as far as their business credit cards. I'm not a real fan of it. I don't have it. All I have right now is the checking account with them. So I'm not even sure if I'm going to even go as far as even applying for this card. I said I would, after my year of being with them. It's up next April, but I don't know. It just doesn't have the offerings. I know it can go up to 25K from my research as far as what they will give you without any documentation, from what I've been told. So, but as always, I do the reviews. It's up to you if you think that this card is a fit. Like I said before, I will link the video that I did with the walkthrough on this card. So let's look at their business loans, okay? So let's see what they got going on that side. So they do have commercial real estate loans. They do have business lines of credit. They do have vehicle and term loans. So I want to look at their business line of credit, because a lot of people now, they're looking to try to get lines of credit that can help with the gap in their cash flows and stuff like that. But I just want to show you guys what are the requirements if you were wanting to get one with Navy Fed, if you have not already been on their website to look at all these. Loans for the expected and the unexpected is what it says right here. So this is a secured business line of credit. So you need help managing working capital, operating expenses, cash flow, or payroll. Our business secured line of credit offers an ideal solution. Different than a term loan, business lines of credit are flexible, allowing you to use funds as needed rather than receiving a lump sum, meaning interest is only paid on credit used. Okay. So here's the highlights of this. All right. So we got, it is a revolving line of credit for operational purposes. Line amount starting at 35,000. You got a variable rate tied to the prime. Must be secured. Fees apply. Minimum of 1+ years as business member dependent upon loan amount. Minimum of 1+ years in business dependent upon loan amount. Okay. So we got best for established businesses, bridging cash flow gaps, business growth, unexpected expenses, other operational purposes, and businesses with annual sales of at least 100,000 plus. Okay. Now this is the funny part, because it says minimum of 1+ years in business, but right here after it says what you need to apply, request must be discussed with a lending representative before applying. You know, so completing a signed business loan application. Now it says right here, minimum of 1+ years in business, but it asking you for business tax returns under existing ownership, most recent 2 years. So in order to have business tax returns to have the most recent 2 years, then you have to have been in business for 2 years, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Leave me a comment and let me know. Business plan may be required. So you need to have a business plan with, what is your goals and what is your mission for your business. Personal tax returns of all owners and guarantors must most recent 2 years as well. Then you're going to need your financial statements, balance sheet, profit and loss, uh, accounts receivable, accounts payable, aging report, and debt schedule. Okay. They're also going to want personal financial statement for all owners and guarantors, proof of collateral, additional documentation may be required, and it will be a personal guarantee and it will be a personal credit check. Okay. So this is something just to keep in mind. Now, when you start this application as well for this, if you need working capital and all the things that it listed right here, so you probably would just call this number, this 1-877-418-1462 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday Eastern Time, and request to be connected with a business lending representative, and that's for the secured business line of credit. Now, they do have another line of credit that can be hooked along to your checking account as an overdraft protection. So you'll get peace of mind with your checking line of credit. Highlights assigned limits of 500, 1,000, up to 5,000 with the APR 17.9. This is a $50 annual fee. It's best for overdraft protection of business checking account, offsetting short-term cash needs. What you need to apply is a completed and signed business loan application, personal guarantee, and personal credit check. So same thing, if you're wanting to apply for this for a single owner business, begin the application process by signing into your secure portal using your Navy Federal personal credentials. So this is just for their business line of credit, their secured business line of credit. So when they're talking about secured, what are they looking at when it says must be secured? So let's click on down here. I like to get down in the fine print. So eligible collateral may include accounts receivables up to 80% of qualified receivables and requires an all business assets lien. Inventory with advanced rates determined by underwriting and qualified real estate with Navy Federal in the first lien position. So if you don't have any accounts receivables or any other business assets that they can put a lien on, inventory with advanced rates determined by underwriting and qualified real estate, then you will not be able to qualify for this line of credit because those are what they're going to need because it is a secured business line of credit. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's look at their term loans and their vehicle loans. Okay, so let's go back to that. All right, so equipment, company cars, heavy duty trucks. So let's see what they got. So on the term loans, looking to strengthen or expand your operation, a term loan can provide the funds you need to take the next step. So minimum loan amount is 10,000, available for purchases and refinancing, no prepayment penalty, loan to value up to 75% depending on the type of equipment. Let's see, $150 origination, lien search, and recording fees may apply and vary by state. Minimum of 1+ years as a business member, depending upon loan amount. Minimum of 1+ years in business, depending upon loan amount. So it's best for commercial equipment, computer equipment, leasehold improvements, expansion, business with annual sales of at least 100,000 plus. So this is what it's best for. What you will need a purchase invoice / buyer's order to include serial numbers if applicable to ensure proper lien filing and sales price. You're going to need a personal guarantee. You're going to need a personal credit check. Certificate of insurance, Navy Federal listed as loss payee upon approval. So this is if you're going to get commercial equipment and other such. Now, it's going to probably be the same thing for their business vehicle loans. Highlights are no fees, no prepayment penalties, a review of the Carfax vehicle history report so you can buy with confidence. Best for cars, light duty trucks, and SUVs. What you would need the purchase invoice buyer's order to include year, make, model, mileage, VIN, and sales price. Internet printouts not accepted. Mileage statement for refinancing, payoff statement for refinancing, personal guarantee, personal credit check, certificate of insurance, Navy Federal listed as loss payee upon approval. Okay, probably the same thing for their commercial vehicles as well. No prepayment penalties, no fees, minimum loan amount 40,000. Okay, minimum of 1+ years as a business member, depending upon loan amount. Minimum of 1+ years in business, depending upon loan amount. Best for commercial, heavy duty, or special use trucks and vans. Rolling stock, semi tractor trailers, no older than 5 years. Purchases only, refinances don't qualify. What you need: purchase invoice, buyer's order to include year, make, model, mileage, VIN, sales price, personal guarantee, personal credit check, certificate of insurance with Navy Federal as the loss payee. Okay, so these are Navy Fed's credit offerings. And I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. I'm just going to keep it a whole buck with you. Navy Fed will give you the whole world on their personal side, it seems like to me. You know, they got way better credit cards. They got 5 unsecured cards, and with their secured card, it makes 6. They only have one business card, 2 versions, Visa or MasterCard. Already, no perks, one times points. Because, like I said, if you go on their secured card, they are giving you one time point spend on the secured card. So that's not good. Their more rewards card is better than their business card. Their flagship card is better than their business card. Like legit. Now, also on the business side of Navy Fair, keep in mind too that they do not report to any business credit bureaus. So the only thing that you would be able to do with your business credit with Navy Fair is to hide it from your personal credit. That's all you'll be able to do because they do not report to business side of the credit. So keep that in mind as well. All right. So I really do not like their business side of their credit. If you are already banking with a financial institution, you probably better well off doing that, to be honest. Like I had 2 clients that I talked to. One is already been a customer of Wells Fargo for like 16 years. And then I had another client that had been a customer of Bank of America for 20 plus years. And I told him, I'm not a fan of Wells Fargo and I'm not a fan of Bank of America. If you are new, if you are new, I would not suggest those 2 banks because I do not like them. But if you have had a relationship with them for 20 plus years, 16 plus years, even 5 years, then I would say that if you use them for all your banking, especially if you have already have personal credit cards with them, already have your direct deposit going in with them, then you've already established a relationship. Then that's who you want to do your business banking with because you're already in the door. You're already in the door. There's no reason for you not to pull the trigger. Then you getting a brand new account with Navy Fed that may or may not fit your business needs. So you just want to keep that in mind because as a newer business, they may have documentation requirements that you may not can provide. Okay. So just keep that in mind. I love Navy Fed on the personal side, but I am not a fan of them on their business side. They really, really lack a lot for me in the business side. So you leave me a comment, let me know what is your experience. I did do a video on ROK Financial, who does business funding all the way up to 5 million. I will link that video in the description box as well as with my referral link. So that way, if you are want to look into doing business with them as a new business, I can get you an advisor just by clicking on my referral link in that video. Also, they will look at starter companies, startups. You can just have just 3 months of showing money coming into your business checking account to get you qualified. Also, they're not credit score heavy. Okay, they're not credit score heavy, and they will tailor what you need. They feel like is going to be best for your goals. Okay, just for your goals. But like I said, you want to start with where you at. So if you already have been doing business with a good financial institution, look to see if they have the business offerings that you will need for your business and start really building that relationship with them. That is the easiest thing that you really can do is just build a relationship where you're already at. Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. And if you have applied or thought about applying with Navy Federal, let me know what your thoughts is. And I would love to hear from you guys. Again, you can always hit me up if you have any questions on my website at starrnosecredit.com. Again, that is starrnosecredit.com. And I'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have. You can also book a one-on-one consultation with me also on my website at starrnosecredit.com. Thank you again for tuning in and peace, peace, peace.